Good morning students, this is my last video about vector. Today we learn about addition of vector, then division of vector in x and y coordinates, then a simple examination motion of a board in a streamline, and lastly two important product of vector, that is scalar product and vector product, otherwise it is called dot product and cross product. Now firstly, how we added to vector. From scalar, we know that scalar has no direction. Then we can easily add two values. But for vector, we can consider a third thing. That is the angle between two vectors. Now, first we learn about triangular law. Triangle law is first draw a simple diagram. For example, we suppose U goes A to B, then goes B to C. Then your total destination is about A to C. So, we know that vector does not depend on path. Vector depends on final and initial point. So, the rule is simple. When we take two vectors in the same order, we have noticed that we goes to A to B, then B to C. We does not go A to B, then goes A to C. So for this, if we make a triangle by the third sides, we can see that for vector says that AB plus BC equal to AC, and the order is same. Here we can see. Now here the angle between two, that we can see that if we extend AB vector, the angle between AB and BC is theta. Now for vector we can calculate what is the AC, means what is the measurement and AC, and what is the AC direction. For direction we take alpha, means it makes a alpha angulation with AB vector. But how can we measure? Now first, from the triangle we see from ABC. Suppose we make a vertical line from C to the extension of AB and it touches here the point of D. So from the triangle of BDC, you can see here easily that sin theta equal to CT by BC, then cos theta equal to PT by BC. Now from this triangle ACD, we can easily calculate from Pythagoras theorem that AC square equal to AD square plus CT square. Now AD means AB plus PT whole square plus CT square. From here we can see that BT equal to BC cos theta. Now for simple calculation, we take AB equal to A, then BC equal to B. For here CT means BC sin theta, it means B cos theta, it means B sin theta, AB means A plus PT. For bt we can that b cos theta whole square plus b square sin square theta. Here ct means this. By this calculation you can easily see our value is simple. So the final sum is AC equal to now that is magnitude or value. Then how we calculate the direction? Then for direction we take tan theta equal to round ct by AB plus BD. For this now how can we remember? For remember we easily saw that alpha means this part and this part. For this close we can see there is B, and for this close we can A. So here is always upper part is B and lower part is A. Then tan theta means we know that sin theta by cos theta. Then upper part is sin, that lower part is cos. For this we can easily remember. Now special thing. For a special thing, if theta equal to 0 means here AB then BC. For this theta is equal to 0, then we can easily saw that is 1, cos theta means 1, then value is A plus B. Then we can simply add two vectors value. But when theta is 180 degree means they are opposite vectors, means here A to B cons, then B to C cons. For this we can easily saw A minus B, where cos theta equal to minus 1. That theta is equal to 90 degree. Then easily saw its value comes to A square plus B square, as cos theta equal to 0. Now from triangle law we can evaluate the parallelogram law. For parallelogram we first make it. Suppose vector A and vector B, and they originate from the same point and their angle between is theta, suppose. So now we can know that this side and this side is parallel and they are equal vector. Then this A and this is R for the summation vector. For we can easily saw R vector is equal to A vector plus B vector. Then we can easily saw the diagonal. The diagonal of the parallelogram represents the summation of A and B, summation of the two sides represented by the same vector, represented by different vectors. Okay, and for these we can now this is parallelogram law. For vector division we separate a vector in two axes, and the important axis is x and y, and this is important. For here we divide a vector to different x coordinate and y coordinate. For coordinated we make a rectangle, and for rectangle this represent is y direction division, x direction, y direction division, and for this it represent x direction. This. And from trigonometry it is simple. This is a cos theta and this is a sin theta. So division is complete. Now we came to a special case for river. Suppose this is river and the width of river is L, and you have to go from this part to this part. Suppose, and your this, and here the water current follows. Suppose water current Q. If you go there, then what is the vector? That is this, and you have to means if you try to go from here to here, you actually go from there to there, because the summation is same. But once upon a time, if we want the short distance duration, means here we can go here from here, and this u is here. So the summation is that summation is short, summation is vertical, and this makes a 90 degree with the shore. For this, how we calculate? Suppose we make a theta angle with the vertical, then for this here we can found there is p cos theta. So the time is about L minus p cos theta. Now how can we calculate the value of if we find that cos theta equal to and for other things we can find that if we do not know the value of theta, then we can easily calculate it, that v square plus u square, suppose that is r square, okay, mistake, v square equal to u square plus r square, and for there r means d square minus u square, so it also be L minus p square minus u square if we do not know the value of theta. Now for next, we see the different product of vector. So there is two product, that is dot product and cross product. Dot product means scalar product, means the final value is a scalar, and the for cross product the final product we gain, that is a vector. For simple example, cross dot product, we know that work is equal to force into distance. Or we can see these two are vector, but their product becomes scalar. How this happens? For your work, we can see that if dot distance. So how this dot product means? Suppose here we found two vectors. Suppose it is f and this is s, and this means f is cos theta. Suppose if the value of f towards the axis of s, is f cos theta. That means s and f cos theta. Means here we can found that dot product means magnitude of a vector and the magnitude of another vector and its division towards the vector, towards the first vector, means that is first vector and multiplies by the value of the second vector towards the first vector, and that is cross product. And how can we cross product? For suppose r1 we take I cap plus 2j cap plus 5k cap, and r2 for this is I cap plus 3j cap plus k cap. And we can find that this I cap, j cap, k cap. So what is 90 degree? This 90 degree means I dot I equal to 1, j dot j equal to 1. But for one axis vector to another coordinate vector or axis vector, we can saw their dot product is 0 as their angle theta equal to 90 degree and cos theta equal to 0. For this I for I, that is 1 plus 2 for this 6 and 5, that is 12. And here 12 is scalar as there is no unit coordinate vector engaged with it. Then how we calculate scalar? For scalar we found a simple the commonest example of scalar we take, that is p, that is p for linear velocity. Linear velocity, there is radius into angular velocity. But the angular velocity, if you not know that for linear velocity, suppose you are running from this to this and you have a velocity of v, but suppose this pen is moving, pen is just spinning, but its displacement is 0, the linear displacement is 0, but he has a rotational motion. Suppose that is a rotational motion. For this rotational motion he has a rotational velocity. For scalar we imagine a 3 dimension. Suppose this is a plane and in this plane there are two vectors. Suppose a vector and this is b vector, and if we make, suppose their angle is theta, and if we scalar product them, then their vector is either this or this. Means this a vector and b vector, they have a vertical relationship. And for single page, how can we represent? Suppose this vector is, suppose this means this is came out of the page, then we can mark this. This means this, the vector is from there out of the page. If in of the page means, suppose this vector goes inside, suppose this vector goes inside, then how can we show this? This means suppose a arrow. For an arrow you can see that there's an arrow. we can see from it, it looks like this, but we can see from this, we can see this. But how can we scalar? For scalar, from the first we can show you this. Means this means this. For latter part I can miss something, that a vector dot b vector equal to b vector dot a vector. Means for this, if we angle is theta, for this angle is minus theta, but we know that cos theta equal to cos minus theta. But we know here that sin theta equal to minus sin minus theta. So here equal to minus b vector into a vector. For this here is plus, means I vector cross j vector, and for this we can know that I, j and k, and these two vector is coplanar, but there with the 90 degree of there is k vector, so it means k vector. And this for j and k vector we can find I vector. But if we change the direction, suppose I vector cross k vector, here we disobey the order then we can see a minus. So suppose this example, we take this example. Now for I, this is 0, I cross I 0, as there is theta equal to 0, that is 0. For this I j for 3k cap, and here comes the minus. You see that minus j cap. For this has value, and that is minus k cap. For this, that is 0, and that is and for this, that is 0, and that ki plus, and for this kg is kg minus. Now for I means 16. No, sorry, this is j. No, this 2i minus 17 I cap. For j, that j and that j, for j cap. And for k, this k and this k. It's quite tough, but for another method we target determinant. Those people who does not know determinant, please goes to 12 math or any other math books and learn determinant and matrix. Determinant, we make this column, and there is 1 2 5. We first see written here series, and then the second series is 1 3 1. You can find that r cap equal to 2 minus 15, and for this 1 minus 5. Key cap, that is 3 minus 2. Mistake here, it's a mistake. 13 I cap plus 4 G cap. It is going to be easy.